Okay.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon,
everybody.
everybody.
We are really excited that we can get together. Your teachers and I have this summer to conference. And what we'll do is we'll take turns introducing each other, and we could mute our microphones when it's not talking. That would be good. Do we have somebody that would like to go first?
I just turned the sound up. I don't want to record that.
Ms. Sargent, would you like your class to go first?
Sure, we'll give it a try. Can somebody mute their mics if it's not?
We're still getting a lot of feedback. Are you over there?
Yeah, we are too.
Yeah. Oh, let's try it now.
I was fixing
Is that better?
That's better.
Yeah, let me put ours up a little bit.
Okay, that was my fault.
Okay.
Okay, now we're good.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi,
Right.
we're the Phoenix School, and we're located in Salem, Massachusetts, USA, and we're right up north of Boston, and we can see the ocean if we walk a little bit from our school, and we're on the Atlantic Ocean.
You can clap.
Hello, my name is Anna. Our school is grades K to 8. We are a very creative school, and we do a lot of technology and art projects.
So, my name is Ella, and as Anna said,
Let's come from that end.
our school is.
Try it again, Ella.
I think it's coming from the main one.
It's going to be hard when we say our poem.
And so we have 3 dogs named Sadie, Hank, and Briggs. And right here.
And I had the pleasure of meeting Mrs. Muscone at a teachers conference in Philadelphia. And we were asked to get together and try and figure out a way to collaborate. And we came up with our poetry slam. So are we going to say our poems now, or have people introduce themselves?
Okay. I think today was just an introduction.
Oh, all right.
Okay. So, Mrs. Lehman, do you want to introduce your class next?
No. Hi, we're Mrs. Lehman's 3rd grade class, and I think we're okay. I'm not getting the feedback now. We're still having problems. We couldn't hear you, Mrs. Sargent, because of the feedback was so bad. We have 24 kids in our class, and we're in York, Pennsylvania, which is south of Harrisburg, our state capital. And we have a beautiful sunny day. It's Parent Visitation Day. So maybe you can see that we have a bunch of parents in our room. See, they're waving back there. So we have parents waving. And Mrs. Sargent, we love your poems. We have been using those looking at them off your kid blog. So thank you for that. So how about I'll turn my mic off, and Miss Masson, you can talk.
Okay.
Hi, Massachusetts. Our school is Roundtown Elementary School. We are going to tell you about some things about our school, Roundtown. Please relax and listen about our school, Roundtown. Hi, we are kids from Roundtown Elementary School. Our school is located.
On my phone.
Hi, Hi, we are kids from Roundtown Elementary School. Our school is located in York, PA. We live in Pennsylvania and United States of America. We are west of Europe and southwest of Africa. Pennsylvania is considered the Keystone State.
Ready? Who is telling about our school? We're almost done. Our school? Who is telling about our school? Then you need to come down. The 3 kids that were telling about our school.
We have a mistake
Okay.
that we do the same thing as what they did.
Go ahead. Okay. That's okay. You can share what doesn't. Okay, go ahead.
We are at Roundtown School. We are at Roundtown School.
We have kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, and
Let's see your face.
our school can make over 500 hot meals over every day.
In our classroom?
In a classroom.
No. Our classroom group can come on up. That's okay. Go ahead.
My name is Nicholas, and if you ever heard of the Buddy Bench, a student in our class a year ago has created it. Now everybody all over the world is. We just recently came up with the room design and we're still testing it. We do not know if we will keep our room design like this or if we will change it.
Our room has a lot of flamingos.
Okay. So it sounds like our schools have some similarities and some differences. We know that Mrs. Lehman's school is in the same town as ours. And actually, one person from this classroom has gone there before. Gabby, do you want to stand up? Okay. Some of you in Mrs. Lehman's class might recognize this young lady. One way. She was at Stony Brook last year. It looks like there's some familiar faces. Okay. But Ms. Sargent's class, we don't know any of you. And it sounds like there's kids from all different ages.
Yes, there is. You're looking at our whole entire.
Are you unmuted?
Wait a minute, we just had to unmute. Yes, we are very different than your 2 classes because this is our whole school. All 20 of us.
Ask her if she can.
And we go from, as the kids said, kindergarten through 8th grade. And everybody has written poetry, although our 3rd and 4th graders were going to share it with you when it's time to do the slam.
Betsy,
Ask her if she can hear you, Betsy.
Can you hear me?
We heard you perfectly.
Oh, great.
Very good. And
Do you have any questions for us?
Yep. Does anybody have any questions for Ms. Sargent's class? Because their school is, oh my golly, look.
It's our dog.
Okay. Yep. Casey, you can come up and ask a question.
Okay, listen for the question.
Nice and loud.
What do you like to do in your classroom?
Okay, what do you like to do in your classroom, 3rd and 4th graders? James?
Somebody get up and say something.
Well, we do a lot of different subjects for like math studies or maybe write a story.
What do you like to do?
Well, what I personally like to do,
No, ask him what he likes to do.
well, what do you personally like to do?
James was wondering what you like to do.
Do you want us to share and then Mrs. Lehman's class can share?
That'd be great.
Anybody that didn't have a turn to talk that wouldn't mind coming down? Candace? Okay.
What's your dog's
Okay.
name?
She asked, what do we like to do? So can you answer that question for us?
We like to write on our kid blog.
Okay, just like them. And I don't know if you heard Candace, but she was also wondering what your dog's name is.
Sadie.
She's our oldest dog. Sadie is 15, and she's a rescue dog. And Hank is 10, and he's another rescue dog.
No, don't.
We don't know where he is.
Have a discussion. And Briggs.
And Briggs, he's 2.
Mrs. Lehman, do you want to share what your class likes to do?
Hi, we're back. Braxton, what do you want to come over here so they can hear you on our microphone over here? So Braxton, tell them what we like to do.
We like to
Real loud.
do a lot of technology things in our class.
He said we like to do a lot of technology things in our class. Can I ask Miss Sargent a question about your
Certainly.
class? We loved your kid blog poems, and I was sharing some of those today with our kids. Did you do them on Google Drawing first and then put them on kid blogs that way?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to come up and tell them how to do it? Dietrich? Come on. Dietrich will tell you how they did it.
So we wrote our poems first, and then we go into Google Drive, and then we made a picture for our poems, and then we put the writing on top of the picture.
No, we shared it on Kid Blog.
Yeah, and then we
How did you get it to Kid Blog?
And what I did was I went into Kid Blog and I took like a screenshot of a picture with writing on it, and then I put the picture in the Kid Blog post.
You know what? Thank you. That's the teacher's name. We actually are doing that right now because we use Google Drive a lot. So our kids were doing that exactly today. We were making, since we're studying the moon, some people are writing poems about the moon. So we just thought your pictures were beautiful, some of the ones that you had done.
Mrs. Lehman, would you share with us your Kid Blog URL so that we could get in to see them when you post them?
That would be a great idea, and then we can comment on both of each other's. How will that be?
That'd be a great idea.
Thank you. Any other questions for Ms. Sargent's class, that little school, Braylon? Can we ask you one more question?
Sure.
Okay, go up there, and then this way I can get you on there. This is Braylon, come in. What question do you have about their school?
Why is your school so tiny?
Good question.
I think that's a very good question. Anybody want to answer that?
Anybody know?
Michaela, want to give it a try?
Well, we take our school as an what am I using the right word? Well, we like our school small because the older kids we do a lot of partnership skills, and we use a lot of computers, so it's easier, I guess, if we're smaller.
Yeah. We're an independent school, and since the way the classes run is a little different because we all use the same space at the same time. We don't have the third grade in one classroom and the sixth grade in a different classroom. And so, as Michaela said, we often do things together. Yesterday, we all went off to the museum because there's a wonderful exhibit there. And we have big kids and little kids as partners. And we'd like to be a little bigger. 20 is a little small. If we could be 30 to 35, that would be ideal. But as I'm sure you know, the economy is tight, and you have to pay for an independent school education.
I think it would be really fascinating, beyond sharing our poems, is also to share some things about our school, generate a list of things we'd like to know, and then we can compare and contrast. because I think that our schools probably have a lot of things that are similar, but probably a lot of things that are also very different.
That's true. That'd be a good idea. Even our cities. I know you're both in the same city or town, but I bet it's different from ours. This is our big month, and Salem is Haunted Happenings. We celebrate Halloween starting from the 1st of October all the way to the 31st. This is something that Salem, Massachusetts is famous for.
I have a feeling that some of these kiddos would be very happy if they could celebrate Halloween for an entire month. That doesn't mean getting candy for an entire month, though, does it?
Well, start with a big parade with everybody all over the city marching. This weekend, we're doing an event for the Global Cardboard Challenge. We're going to be building giant beasts, and hopefully the public will be joining us. And then the following weekend, our 3rd through 8th graders put on a costume parade, and then they have games and crafts that they've invented back at the school for people to come and play. And then we kind of relax a little bit until it's time to go trick-or-treating. But even though we're not actively involved in it, the city is actively involved. And it's just loaded with people from all over the world that come.
Very neat. So you had touched upon something that I know that both of our classes are also doing, the Global Cardboard Challenge. So
Good.
perhaps we can connect and talk about that as well.
That would be great.
Do you mind if we just ask one more question before we go?
No.
Okay, go ahead, buddy. Ask them.
What time is it there?
I wouldn't know.
Nick? Do you know what time it is? Okay, yeah.
Okay. Right where we live, the time is 8:51 p.m. right now.
Not 8, no, 1:51.
150.
1:51 p.m.
I
So,
think that's the same as yours, is it?
Nicholas, you want to show them your watch?
Well, that's the same as ours.
Good, we're in the same time zone then.
Yep.
How about that?
Mrs. Sargent, what about the weather? Because Massachusetts is one of my favorites.
Okay, Ella?
So our weather is right now it's in the 50s and 60s, and the sun is out. It's a nice sunny day, but it's still enough to wear a sweatshirt.
And you know what? It's about the same here in York, Pennsylvania, too. So we have a, yeah, are your kids?
What happens with your trees in Pennsylvania? Like ours are just starting to turn. It's a little late this year, apparently because of the warm September we had. But do you have a big fall where all your leaves turn bright colors?
What about our leaves? Do they change? Yes, our leaves change too.
So there's another similarity.
Okay, Mrs. Sargent, I know that we've been on for a little while and we're starting to get a little bit wiggly, but these kids have like a gazillion questions for your class. Would it be okay if maybe we started a document with questions that we can kind of share back and forth?
Absolutely. The easiest thing for us is to share back with you on KidBlog.
Okay.
Know what we might do? With most of the other classes we block with, we divide your kids up and partner them up with one child in our school, and then they at least know who they're talking to. And if that's something you and Mrs. Lehman would like to do, if you just give us a list, we can do that, and then they can talk back and forth with one another.
Would you like?
That would be great because I think they liked, we read the poems today. We wanted to know who wrote the Minecraft one so that we could see that person.
Stand up, come right over here.
Can you see him?
Yes, sir, I'm Nick.
I'm Nick, and I wrote a Minecraft poem.
There he is.
So would I like read?
No, we can't. We're going to do that another time.
Thank you, Nick. That we like that poem.
Okay, how about if our 4 people come up and introduce themselves? Come on. Your dig, Nick.
Oh yeah.
Brenner, your name and your poem.
My name is Brenner, and my poem is about fishing. My name is James, and my poem is about baseball. My name is Dietrich, and my poem is about stars.
Oh, we love the way you made your stars. We tried to do that.
Okay. Well, we look forward to meeting with you again.
Okay, we do too.
Have a great day. You can wave.
You
I'll
too.
see you. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow, Miss Masson.
Bye-bye. Bye.